we got a massive slate of Champions League tomorrow, and we're going to dive right into it, and we're going to get all your plays in there. Welcome, guys. It's your boy Chris from Sports Pick Chris, and today we're coming back to you with another video going over the 18 games all going on at 3 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Time in the Champions League. We have 18 games. We're going to give you a money line parlays going into these 18 games. A little bit of breakdown of each team, so kind of bear with me. Let's just get right into it. So, leading off in my notes, we have the Arsenal game. So, it's going to be all over, scrolling back and forth here, just trying to find all of the games, and then kind of going through, clicking into it, so you guys can get the best experience. But the Arsenal game, Arsenal is very much favored by 3,000. We will take them. What's at stake for Arsenal? They've already qualified, likely to want to secure a top seed in this and avoid haggling over any goal differential between some of those top teams. If I don't want to say this team wrong, if FC loses, they will already be eliminated with a loss. Some of the tactics that we can see Arsenal have is they will control a lot of the possession going to the game, and they're going to build through the midfield. They're going to press quickly when the ball is loose, and then we're just going to need FC to defend well if they want to have a chance at winning, but they are plus 5,000 to win. And we're going to watch Arsenal rotate fullbacks going to the defense. And so we should see a lot of shots on goal for Arsenal. We will go with Arsenal money line. Going to the next game, we have Ajax versus Olympiacos. It's a qualification fight. Ajax wants to stay up in the top 24. And Olympiacos are near elimination. The tactics are very aggressive from the wings. Ajax are, and they're vertical through the midfield. The Olympiacos will be try to force to break down and stop it. We can try to see Ajax control the momentum of the game and have the game go through them. But it's a game that we're going to kind of stay away from. With 18 games, we can definitely make a nice little parlay and not have to take some of these nail biters. Going into the game 3, we have AS versus Juventus. Juventus, that's how you say that. We do like the plus 120 with Juventus if we were going to take a side, but we're going to take the over on the total goals at minus 450 on 2 goals. But if we had a lean side, it would be Juventus. Which that's like both teams are fitting for a good result. Juventus is eyeing a top 8 finish if they do win, and then Monanso are fighting for the top 24 spot. Juventus typically sits compact and structure the build-up, hitting some wide open areas to try to win possessions. The other team likes to use possessions and to attack with the midfield, so we can try to see Juventus' ability to defend and during those turnovers, and to see if Juventus can score. That's what we're going to kind of see going into the game, is going to be a little bit more on the defensive side, and then Juventus kind of take over on a quick offensive push. Going on to game 4, Atletico Bilbao. This is a team that kicked my butt last week I think they beat Juventus last week in a game that they should not have won, but they did. They are basically favored at plus 140. A game we're going to stay away from. But they're both for the mid-table. Sporting CP versus Atletico Bilbao. Again, middle seeding. They're both probably going to play. Likes to dominate. Atletico Bilbao likes to dominate through passing. through the midfield, while Sporting is very much dominant in the midfield. So we should see a good mixture between the two midfielders, but I think the total goals could be a play. We're just going to stay away completely from this game. No need to kind of take everything with every little game when we do have a lot of games where we can make a nice little parlay out of. We have Atletico Madrid versus Bodo. We will take Atletico Madrid money line, and we will parlay Atletico Madrid money line with the over on the total game goals at minus 1,300. So it kind of just pushes the parlay from minus 300 from minus 350 to minus 300. What's that state that needs a win to Atletico needs a win to keep the top 24 hopes alive. Bodo wants to spoil and boost their rankings up. Atletico is very much set up without the ball. A very strong mid block and very good in transitions. But Bodo aim to get the ball out in wide open areas, try to create some overloads in certain areas. We're going to see Atletico try to set up some plays and use their athletic abilities to defend those wide open attacks that Bodo likes to do. So it should be a pretty good game. We should see some scoring and a lot of those defensive type of games turn into like second half scoring. So we do like the total goals on those as well. Bayern Leverkusen. Oh God, we're gonna get reamed for these. And we did a lot of research on this, by the way. Leverkusen versus Villarreal. Villarreal. But Leverkusen, if we had to pick a side, would be Leverkusen. They're fighting for a playoff spot. Villarreal is eliminated, so there is a little bit more for Leverkusen to play for. The tactics will push forward with the offset, vertical attacking translations, and Leverkusen can stretch plays out well. Villarreal will be fighting just to defend, so it's going to be very offensive. They're going to have the ball a lot more than Villarreal, but we do like Leverkusen. We do like the over 1.5 goals, but again, a game that it could be on the fence for us to take it, but we're just going to stay away altogether. We have Dortmund versus Inter Milan. And they are down here. I've seen a lot of people be on Inter Milan plus 140. It's hard to bet against Dortmund in any way, shape, or form. We will take the over on the goals at minus 500 and over the goals. It's a huge tactical battle for both teams trying to secure a top 8 position. So it's two, again, really good teams. But on the flip side, Dortmund attacks vertical with wide open overloads, and they're aggressive on the counter pressing. Inter likes to sit in deeper with compact middle blocking, looking forward structural counters. So Dortmund's wide open plays versus Inter Milan's very disciplined defense could be a really fun game to watch. If there's a couple of games to watch for the Champions League, this will probably be one of them. Again, all 18 games all are on the same time, so it is hard to kind of pick and choose what game you want to watch. But if I had to pick a game, this could be one of them that we're going to try to tune into at 3:00. We will take the over on the Dortmund Inter Milan goals. We have Club Brugge versus Marseille. We don't have any moneyline picks. Club Brugge is a must-win, or there is a risk for elimination if they do lose. And then Marseille is trying to push for a top 24 berth. Is a ground possession. Club Brugge is a ground possession game. Is But then Mercy is dominant while pushing forward end to end. The duel will be in the midfield, and it will really intensify. Whoever can win the midfield will win this game. The goals, we're going to just try to stay away from a game where we just don't know too much about the teams. As you're kind of seeing, we know a lot about the very good teams, Man City, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, teams like that we do know of. That's where the money's going to be going to. Teams that we don't know of, we're going to kind of stay away unless we do like the over goals, and there is other metrics behind it that why we chose that. Frankfurt versus Tottenham Hotspur will be our next game. We will take Tottenham at minus 115. I think Tottenham can clinch a direct top 10 spot with a win, and Frankfurt could be eliminated. So I think that's what the big push for Tottenham to win at minus 115, and we will take the over goals at minus 525. I think Tottenham's going to come out swinging, trying to 100% solidify a spot going into this. Spurs have looked good as of late with direct vertical attacks, but that's what Tottenham. But Frankfurt has shown that they can score, but defensively is very shaky. When we see that, that's why we're taking the over total goals at 1.5. A very shaky defense for Frankfurt, and so there's a lot of defensive gaps. So we'll take Tottenham. I think this game could be like a legit like a 4-2 type of game where we could see plus 325 hit on the goals. When we're putting big money on a parlay like this, we don't want to get too crazy. We want to be able to hit those legs. I wouldn't say every leg is easy, but we want to hit the legs when we can hit them. Going into our 10th game, so we are halfway done, will be the Barcelona game. Barcelona FC versus Copenhagen. A massive favorite. Barcelona is. We will take the massive favorite at minus 700. Barcelona's around the top of the top 8, and Copenhagen aim for at least a playoff position. If they can, stay close. The biggest thing for FC Copenhagen is going to be they're going to try to score. Barcelona likes to push positionally through the central. Copenhagen will have to do a deep defense and hope that they can have some good counterattacks when Barcelona is pushing. Barcelona is one of the best when it comes to their center backs and lining breaking passes. They will score. They score in almost every single UCL game, so it definitely makes it where total goals. We came in bet on half a goal, but it looks like Barcelona's just own goals is at minus 750, which we will take that, and we will take the total goals at minus 2.5. So it's going to be our biggest play is going to be on Barcelona today or for tomorrow. A lot of money will be put on Barcelona. Hopefully they do not disappoint, because I know a lot of us will have money on it. Going to the next game, we have the Liverpool versus Quebec FK Football Club. Liverpool wants to secure a top 8 spot comfortably and for golds and pride. So when someone's fighting for golds and pride, we will go to the other side. Liverpool money line, total goals 1.5, and then Liverpool. We're thinking about it. We may just stay at that for our bet. A little bit more. Liverpool is controlling through the midfield possessions and vertical passes. It's very compact. Quebec is very compact and looking for quick counters. Liverpool can have very early tempo, and then they'll have to avoid a slow second half if they can. I think it's going to just be a pretty easy game. I think we're going to see like a 2-0 Liverpool in the first half, and then kind of coast in the second half, which is I think that's what everyone is predicting. So no need to get crazy with the points and think that Liverpool is going to score 6 points in a game. So let's just kind of stay away from all of that. Next game we got Man City versus Galatasaray. With Man City, it's a must-win to solidify a top 8 spot. That's why we will take the money line, as well as over the 1.5 goals between these two teams. But Glatze cannot be taken lightly in any counts. They defend in numbers and hit spots on their early breaks. But we can watch Man City try to take an early lead and then coast. I wouldn't say coast from there, but then can just sit back and play defense. Defensively, they're one of the best teams in the Champions League. So it won't be a coast. It'll be more of just a sit back and relax and try to play and have that team push them. They're just going to play a lot of easy defense. So it could be a really fun game, but a game that could be over before it even gets started. On the flip side of everything. Going on, we're going to have Pofars versus Savlan Parham. We got nothing on this game. Even, a single goal is at minus 2,000. It could just have a little bit of juice. Likely just a formal clash between two teams that have very slim to none playoff chances. So a game that, I actually would just stay away. There's no point unless I have 19 legs and I need an extra leg. I'll take it. We didn't really do too much research into it because both teams really don't have a chance to make the playoffs. The reason for this is we want to see the playoff teams play, and they probably won't be one. So going to just the next game, we have PSG versus Newcastle. It's going to be a really good game. It's a crucial game for both teams and battling for top 8 spots for Newcastle and PSG. Again, PSG will attack and be very creative on how they attack through half spaces. Newcastle will have to work with the counter press and be very physical against PSG. The biggest thing is if PSG can dominate in the second half as often as they do at home, it's if they're going to. So PSG is dominant. If they dominate in the second half, this is going to be a PSG win, and we're going to see them in the top 8. And if not, then it could be a Newcastle type of game. We're not going to take PSG money line over 1.5 goals at minus 700. That's the only play that we will do for that game. With 4 games left, we have the PSV Eindhoven versus Bayern Munich. And I think this is a pretty easy game for everyone to choose. I'm a big Bayern Munich fan, and I think there's going to be a ton of scoring in this game. We're going to take the Bayern Munich money line versus PVS. Bayern has already went through and possibly will be the top of the group. PSV wants to leverage home and try to get some sort of playoff push at the end. But Bayern's a very steady team, explosive through the middle, and they control the football. PSV will try to be disruptive and be very physical. The Bayern's midfield can control what's going on and then limit PSV's attempts to disrupt their tempo. It could be a game, but I think this is a game where Bayern Munich just is not going to dominate. It's going to be a very close game. I do think this could be like a 2-1 game where it is going into the 96th, 97th minute. And we're going to see a very good game. This is going to be one of the better games of the day for tomorrow as well. Going into the third to last game, we have Alentia versus USG. Alentia versus USG. Total goals minus 500. What's at stake? It's neither is fully secured. They both can be. Decline be defined as a playoff loss, and avoid and then Atlanta will be attacked through wide open areas. Union SG wants to structure and build up, be very physical. How Atlanta's forwards can combine in tight spaces and Union can grind through possession. So we will take the money, just the over goals. Two more games. We have Real Madrid and then the Chelsea game. And I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think there's 2 other teams that I'm hotter on. Chelsea is plus money at plus 120. And then Chelsea, Napoli is going to be, is need a win, but Chelsea is just a true hold. And if they want to qualify to hold on, they will. And Napoli is going to attack through the wings, but Chelsea is structured and has one of the best defenses. It's going to be, if they can have those transitional defense to score, And to get Chelsea plus money, I'm going to take it at 1 plus 120 every single time. And then lastly, we have Real Madrid. Wouldn't say heavy favorites, but they're favorites by minus 135. And they can secure a top 8 spot. Well, Beneficia is planning for elimination, and they're basically just trying to sniff a playoff. We don't see them trying to be really too competitive. This game for me can get out of hand really quick. So, but guys, here's our 20-leg parlay. Atletico Madrid money line over 1.5 goals. Tottenham money line over 1.5 goals. Barcelona team over money line team 1.5 goals, and then total goals at over 3. Liverpool money line total goals. Man City money line total goals. Bayern Munich money line total goals, and then we have Arsenal money line total goals in the Juventus game. Total goals in the Inter Milan and Dortmund game. Total goals in the PSG Newcastle game. Total goals in the Atlantica USG game. Chelsea money line, and lastly Madrid money line. But guys, thank you so much. This is going to be a great day in soccer tomorrow. I'm super excited to watch it and try to watch it as much as I can. But guys, if you haven't already, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And it's your boy Chris from Sports Break Chris, and I'm out. Peace, guys.